flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Alrighty, so this meeting is being videotaped and going on our YouTube channel as always. Anybody who wants to go back and look. We have meeting minutes to approve January 18th. We actually had a very productive and busy meeting.
Move. We approve the minutes.
All right, second. Todd, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, so we have a few minutes before we open the public hearing, and our applicant is not here, so anybody have anything they'd like to share? Joe, would you like to give any sort of updates on anything that's happening?
Well, we met
We've
with
got a little time.
yeah, Renee was with us when we met with Deca Paving at the park. And they did the calculations and it came in very favorable. So I'm pushing to have that whole back roadway from Parkview Drive all the way around the whole track. We're gonna push to have that done by Park Day this year.
Really?
At the next board meeting, I'm gonna bring it up for approval that we start trucking the stone in. I've met with Mike Johnson at the town and he's very willing and he's very good to the village. And he's willing to help with his guys trucking all the stone in to assist us with everything, the removal of the millings and also trucking trucking for blacktop also. So I can't say enough good about the town, how we work together. And Todd, you know what trucking costs.
Oh, yeah.
And for the town to, say no
It's
problem,
huge.
we're there for you. We're gonna see if we can get this done by Park Day. So I'm very confident it'll be done by Park Day. I'm going to, once I get approval from the board, then I'm gonna schedule a week with the town that they're free, their guys will be free, and I'll contact Deca Paving also and say, hey, lock this date in for us. So that when that week in May comes, everybody's on board and we can get it done. What they said, 3 days, they think they can knock it off, and so it'd be great to have it for Park Day. So
How's everybody?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
we continue to work on the bathroom as we speak, so it should also be
Super
open by
exciting.
Park Day.
How you guys doing? Great, big crowd, huh?
Yeah.
We got a couple more minutes. We were just getting an update from the mayor on what's happening around, out and about. Yeah, they're really nice guys, the Deca Paving guys, I'll
Yeah,
tell
very-
you. They really know their stuff, and
My driveway.
yeah, they did Richmond Ave for us, and that turned out fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're very, very optimistic and looking forward to the progress.
Anybody else have any questions?
How many hours of training are we supposed to have?
4.
Oh, okay.
4. How many do you have, Vicki?
8.
You want to give some to somebody?
I to share.
Far past trying, far past. We actually, we're kind of in a bit of a training route at the moment.
Well, I think it was ones that are like once a month.
There's some weird, yeah. I would imagine that the spring local government's gonna be coming out soon, but that's a whole day and it's like the whole day. So, if more happen, we
And
can,
they were doing something further west, or further east of here.
yes. Yeah.
Well, isn't there something like it's online at 6 o'clock through the county? Like once a month or something?
The one that Felipe just sent out
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago, yeah, that's,
Yeah.
that's I think through a lawyer's office or something. Maybe it's a planning office,
Yeah.
but yeah.
But it's at 6 o'clock, so if that's
Yeah,
a better time then, because most of the other
Yeah.
online ones are kind of middle of the day.
Yeah.
yeah.
So I was noticing that.
Yeah, it was nice to knock that 1-2 hours out.
Yeah.
But if you get more than 4 hours in a year, you carry those over, so you don't have to be so stressed out.
Yeah.
So, Barb. good for retirement.
That's true.
I need to move.
Well, someone else has to check, someone has to check them all out.
That's right, that's right. Barb gives us the.
Do you do
411.
reviews of the?
Yeah, it's got 2 pages of stuff there.
Which ones are worthwhile?
I have a question in regards to the sign laws.
Mhm.
Somebody asked me about Ralph and Rosie.
I just noticed that.
About which one? About
Whether that's within the sign law.
the one that the Ralph and Rosie sign? It is, it's considered a wall sign.
But the window, lights
Oh,
on the
the
windows.
lights?
Yeah.
The lights aren't part of the sign,
So it's not.
so to speak.
They're just lights in the window.
With that
Yeah.
one that's above the door, it's outlined in like a rope light, would that kind of be considered an illuminated sign or?
I didn't realize it was outlined in the rope light. That probably shouldn't be outlined in the rope light. Honestly, I didn't know what was outlined and what wasn't. Yeah, well,
It's quite a show tonight, it's all different colors.
Yeah.
We were just, Cam and I were just talking about that earlier, because we parked there and
Oh, it looks
he was
cool.
like, it looks cool, but it doesn't really match the rest of the aesthetic that the building has.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
yeah. So the actual sign is in compliance. The rope lights are a question mark. It is not internally illuminated,
Right.
so that is technically, it's not that, but I know what you're saying. So, yeah,
Gray areas.
Yeah.
right, Rich, yes.
Is she gonna open her shop still?
Yes,
Are you guys heard anything about it?
Barb was there.
Oh, she is
I got-
open,
Well, sort of.
sort of?
You can, I text her and set up an appointment. She was there doing somebody else tonight.
Oh,
So
oh,
you can call and she'll set up an appointment. She said she's gonna out here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
oh, okay.
Mhm.
So I got mine done on Monday. I was desperate.
83 South Lake is moving along.
Is it?
Yes, there's all new windows, new electric. I think that's where it stands at the moment.
What are
so.
they putting in here?
3 apartments. 3 apartments. The new windows do make it look better. All the other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Mhm. Sir, did you sign in when you came in?
No.
Can you just sign in and make sure that we have you in the minutes?
Sure.
That you- Yes, thank you.
I'm not supposed to sign in on it.
You should too.
There's no more agendas left.
I have one.
You can have mine.
Yeah, oh, we have the last 2, but we
Okay.
Any other burning questions until 7:15?
No. That was my other one. I was curious whether she was
Yeah.
open.
And then she's got cards out there that doesn't know what on it. It's her realty card.
Oh. How about the food place?
Yeah.
Are they still working on
They are still working out of there, yes. Mike's partner moved,
it? I remember you said that.
but he's still working over there. He's still working over there. I don't know that the storefront is going to be anything that is happening in the near future over there, so. I do know that, I got another, email today from NICOM and they're really pushing hard in the budget, as we talked about on the housing. That is moving forward. I also, read some information that is in fact going to be happening. So, yeah. I'm glad that we have that in place in our zoning law at the moment for that. We've had some activity over at 27 Leroy Street too. That was sold, the parcel where that's vacant was sold. People call all the time to ask us what they can put there, which
Is
is,
it the dead end?
yes,
Okay.
yes. So I think somebody else is trying to buy it from whoever just bought it, but
Yeah,
we
'cause
might.
I think I saw that it was just listed again.
It was just listed again, yes. So, and then 20 South Lake, there's activity up on 20 South Lake,
Really?
Mrs. Dudley's house. Yes.
Did that sell?
I think it's pending. It's
Okay.
pending on the real estate website, so I don't know who it's pending to.
Uh-huh.
But after Mrs. Dudley died, it went into, I just got all the paperwork yesterday from 2019, went into HUD, was in HUD. And then a company bought it from HUD, so all that paperwork came through, so I'm assuming they're getting ready to sell. It was very inexpensive,
It was.
$99,900.
I didn't even realize it was a duplex.
Mm-hmm. She and her sister lived in it.
Oh, okay.
I almost think they lived on the one side.
Mm, yeah,
And then they rented out the other.
yeah.
They were renting.
So we're hoping that somebody who is going to be thoughtful buys it and fixes that up.
Yeah.
'Cause that is a beautiful
It
piece
was a
of property.
beautiful house when she was still alive.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
How about the vacant lot on the street where the prairie was?
No, nothing.
Nothing
Mm,
still?
Yeah,
Is it even listed for sale?
no.
No, it's not.
Mm-mm. That's in good shape with the new zoning law to be able to put on the footprint. They couldn't have done that without the new zoning law.
Right, and it's got a barn
I know.
down in the back, right?
Yep.
It's still good, so.
Mhm.
And Renee,
Yeah.
another thing that of interest to the board here is, I spoke with Chris Wazi yesterday, and he said as soon as we hear any movement on the Parkview Drive land, to let him know, because he's got a couple of developers who are interested.
Oh, okay.
So keep that, you all keep that in mind.
Yep.
So I spoke to him and said that we had spoken, I told you that
Yes.
anything you see come across, let me know.
Yep.
And we will let him know. And
Okay.
I think there's multiple developers who would be interested in trying to develop that property.
Mm-hmm.
That's encouraging.
That is encouraging. That is in a good space now to be developed with the new zoning law.
Yeah.
The, behind Munger is the low-density residential, and then across the street is the TVR,
Right.
so that it could be, you know, a condos. Or the whole two parcels could become a PUD, a planned unit development,
Right.
which would come through the planning board and then ultimately would go to the village board. The planning board would work in conjunction with the developers, and then the village board would have to make that happen. So that is encouraging.
Yeah.
Good to hear. Good to hear it's on the radar.
Yeah, yeah.
And then up at the industrial park, that just keeps growing.
Growing, yeah. It's huge up there now.
It really is. It really is, so I'm sure we could use the housing. So, all right, well, do I have a motion to open the public hearing for
Yes.
8121? Carol? Second, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, so we have some folks here who may not have heard, gentleman in the back may want to hear about your special use permit. Everybody was here at the last meeting, I believe. So, Rich, why don't you just give us a brief overview of what you're planning on doing and just the 3 changes that you made that we discussed.
Okay, so it's called Conti's Auto. It's just gonna be a complete repair shop, specializing in gas and diesel repairs. The 3 changes that we made were the flowers in the front, which I don't have my paperwork with me today, but I know it's in there.
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
the size and
Mhm.
everything like that. The second thing was the lean-to coming off the back.
Mhm.
And then I think the third thing was the fencing around the garbage.
The dumpster screening.
Yeah, the screening.
Yep.
Other than that, I mean, it's pretty much just cut and dry. Come in, get your vehicle repaired, pick it back up, you know. Not much really more to it. Friendly service, you know, goes with it.
Yeah.
So the reason that Rich is coming in to get a special use permit was because the previous special use permit expired for the same thing. We have a new restriction in our zoning law that if there is 12 months of non-use, then you have to come back. It's pretty standard, actually. So it's going to be basically the same thing that it was, but more active. Obviously, Caesars has not been active, really active for some time. So I think that everyone was pleased with all of the things that you're going to be doing, phasing in the parking lot when you can,
Yes.
the changes to the facade of the building. I'm not sure. I can show him what it looks like. He only has the changes. This is what it's gonna look like.
Can you see that far?
I don't know. Do you have good eyes? 'Cause I can see. Come on up. That's what it's gonna look like. Yes.
I like it.
Yes, it is a
Yes.
big improvement. Here's what it looks like currently.
Yes. Yeah.
I believe your hours are 8 to 5, Monday through Friday, and then 8 to noon on Saturday, right?
Correct.
Would you stay late if somebody needed to get, yeah, that's pretty typical. So the county had some comments. We received back from Genesee County the referral that we sent over. We had to send the referral over because it is within 500 feet of a county highway, and it's actually 500 feet within 2 county highways. They had approved it with modifications, and their modifications were, the required modification is the applicant obtains comments and/or any required driveway permits from New York State DOT for the access points onto Route 19 and 33, and for the proposed flower bed within the state right-of-way. With this required modification, the proposed motor vehicle repair shop should pose no significant countywide or inter-community impact. So I called Dan Staley at DOT just to get his feedback on this, and we discussed both points. The first point we discussed was the driveway permits, any permitting, and any comments on the piece of property, because I didn't want you to have to jump through hoops if nothing needed to happen.
Correct. So they do want entrance and exit signs?
No, he said that you are fine as is. It was an existing vehicle repair shop. It's going to be a vehicle repair shop. You're not changing any curb cuts, or there's an in or an out. I would make the signage clear, but his comment was that nothing is necessary from DOT on that point. The second thing we discussed was the proposed flower bed that we asked you to put in. He is not a fan of it. So he is concerned because nothing can be over 3 feet at that spot. So I will leave it up to the planning board to decide how we want to handle that. If we want to have some type of soft flowers or
Like something a little lower to the
somewhere
ground,
else
maybe?
and not in that right of way. I thought it was gonna look good, but
Well,
You know.
but there's a lot of things you plant that aren't that don't go to 3 feet.
Right.
Right.
But it is their state right of, that it is their right of way,
Right,
so.
right. But if you have like impatiens and petunias and
Mhm.
things like that, I mean, they don't get that
Right.
tall.
Right,
Yeah,
And they bloom all summer and they look real nice.
Yeah.
right,
I mean, that kind of thing you could.
he said under 3 feet.
Right.
okay.
His preference is nothing.
His preference is something.
Yes, there. So,
So does that mean plan or don't plan?
well, it's up to the board, what,
I'm in favor of planting something under 3 feet personally.
Right,
I
I
think it
am
looks very
too.
nice.
Yeah, I think we can stay within the 3 feet, absolutely.
let me just see what you had.
Well, there are some things that, yeah, in the list that probably
Yeah.
you wouldn't be able to do. It's very
So-
nice.
Yeah.
It is
right.
lovely, Rich.
Thank you.
What do you have?
I mean, hostas don't get that tall, do
No,
they? So,
the geraniums don't, the daylilies.
These would be on direct sun though, too, to be other.
right.
Well, there's lots of sun.
Lots of
You just have to,
Lots of
Oh, there's
light.
definitely lots of stuff.
Yeah.
pastas usually don't, well, there's some,
Maybe not so good as direct sun.
Yeah. Oh, whatever likes the sun and is under 3 feet.
the peonies,
Yep.
the peonies probably are out because they'll
Yeah, they get
they'll
tall.
get bigger. But, you know, just when you go by them, you look at the thing and see how tall they grow, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, right. Not that they have to be the exact.
Lilies
ones in
could
the
get
photo,
taller.
but-
Yeah.
They have little
All
ones.
kinds of,
Yeah, there are, again, and that's it, you just check.
Right.
more maintenance would be nice, probably.
Yeah, anything low maintenance. Likes the sun, so it's not gonna die.
Well, that's why, like, if you put petunias in them, I mean, they love the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
And
they
they
flower,
sprout.
they flower all summer.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, on the side, they usually say high sun or
Yeah,
stuff like that
They
on the
like
side
it
of the,
all,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
trust me, my girlfriend, she's all about her flowers. and
Oh,
there you go.
fantastic.
I already showed her the situation, we're all set there, so.
Okay, good. So just under 3 feet, that's all. That's
Yeah.
Is that
that's
the
possible.
consensus?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Do you have any questions?
I don't, it sounds like everything's very well planned out, looks good,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yes, he was very, very organized,
I think
and he
it'll be-
came with lots of
Yes,
information.
I
We
think
like
it'll
these
be-
kind of
It'll be
applicants.
good to get somebody back in that building. you know,
Yes.
That's gonna take care of the building and,
Yep,
You know,
Yeah.
as long as McDonald's doesn't decide to buy it, I think we'll be all right.
yeah.
very good. Did you bring your seeker? Yes.
I hope I did it right.
Let me look at it and see.
It said something about how many acres, and I'm like, wow. I didn't know
Oh,
what to
okay.
put there because our site, you know, the project plan is nowhere near, not even 1 acre.
Yeah. I have that. It's 0.90 acres, so you have a 0 there, so I'm just gonna put a 0.9.
There you go. Perfect.
Okay, and we're just gonna put, okay, so that's 0.9, and we're just gonna say this is gonna be 1,520 square feet. Okay. I'm just gonna take a look and make sure everything's okay.
Yeah. I wanted to get it to you a little sooner so you can.
That's fine. Okay, looks good. So now we gotta do our part. And then this will go over to the county with our recommendations, what we did with our referral. So Okay, planning board. Oh, yes, we do. Thank you, Barb.
Oh, was I saying something that it was just your thoughts? Let me know.
Barb keeps us in line here. So I have a motion to take lead agency.
Yes.
Second?
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we are lead agency. All right, will the proposed action create a material conflict with the adopted land use plan or planning or zoning regulations?
No.
No. Will the proposed action result in the change in the use or intensity of the land?
No.
Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of the community? Will the proposed action have an impact on the environmental characteristics that caused the establishment of the CEA, critical environmental area?
No.
Will the proposed action result in an adverse change in the existing level of traffic or affect existing infrastructure for mass transit, biking, or walking?
No.
Will the proposed action impact existing water supplies and wastewater? Will the proposed action impair the character or quality of important historical, archaeological, architectural, or aesthetic resources?
Wow.
Say that 5 times.
I know. I'm lucky I could say it once, Rich. Will the proposed action result in an adverse change to natural resources? Will the proposed action result in an increase in potential for erosion, flooding, or drainage? And will the proposed action create hazard to environmental resources or human health?
No.
All right, so it is a negative declaration. Okay, I will complete the rest of that and send it off to Friday. Okay. Joe, any questions?
No,
No?
sounds great.
All
Good.
set?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen to the
Great.
left? All set? All right, so do I have a motion to approve the special use permit for Conti Auto with the modification that the flowers in the front portion are not to be any higher than 3 feet?
I suppose.
Okay, second? David?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're done.
Very nice. I will get your information out, your special use permit will go in your file, and I'll send one to you in the mail with a letter.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll send this over to the county, let them know what we decided on the flowers. I have to fill out the referral within the next 30 days, I'll do it tomorrow, so.
Okay.
All right.
How long does it take at the county usually?
They don't have to do anything, they just have to know that what our decision was based on their referral.
Got you. So I'm okay to get started on everything then?
You are okay to get started.
That's awesome. Great news.
Yes.
All right.
We're looking forward to it.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you. All
Have a
right,
good
do I have
night.
a motion to
Thank you.
close the public hearing?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Todd,
Have a good
second?
Will do.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
All righty, any other business?
So.
All right, motion to adjourn.
Yeah.
Vicky, second?